Okay, let's start. Okay, so last time we have discussed the cascade refrigeration system. So it's part of multi-pressure refrigeration system. So now we will focus on the next module, which is steam jet refrigeration system. Okay, so our objectives for today are first, understand the concept of steam jet refrigeration cycle or system, and evaluate the performance of steam jet refrigeration system. So when we say steam jet refrigeration system, so it is a refrigeration system, the technology that utilizes steam to produce cooling. So it works by expanding steam through nozzle to create a high velocity jet. So this jet entrains and cools secondary fluid, which is then condensed to remove heat and provide refrigeration. So yun yung concept ng steam jet refrigeration. So that's the concept of steam jet refrigeration. It utilizes steam to produce cooling. So as you can see here on our screen, this is a Korting steam jet chilling plants. So it utilizes steam to produce cooling. So this, I think this is in China, Korting's jet chilling plant in China. So are you still familiar with flash evaporation? Okay. So yeah, later ibibigyan ko kayo ng sample presentation about flash evaporation. So in steam jet chilling plants, it operates according to the principle of flash evaporation. So the cooling of liquids to generate chilled water at temperature ranges down to the freezing point is particularly economical and cost effective. So when preferably unused exhaust or residual excess steam is available. Let me share you some sample video how refrigeration, steam jet refrigeration works. Okay, so but before that, let's discuss the concept first here. So this is an example of a steam jet refrigeration. So as you can see, para siyang, it looks like they are two large equipment connected together via nozzle. So they are connected via nozzle. So the nozzle convert the high pressure steam into high velocity steam jet. So the steam jet actually works by expanding the steam through a nozzle to create a high pressure velocity jet. So as you can see here, uh, there is a sudden decrease in diameter here, and then it expands here. So there is an expansion happening here, creating a high velocity jet. So this example is in China. So this is large squirting steam jet chilling plant. So it provides an environmental friendly operation by means of water as refrigerant. So there's no harm in the environment because water is environmental friendly and natural refrigerant. So it's also have high operational safety and minimum maintenance. So an easy assembly as well as good handling since the plant basically do not require rotating or moving components. So there's no uh, ro- rotating or moving components here. So usually, chilling plants are equipped with electrically driven mechanical compressors. Such plants show obvious disadvantages as they generate additional energy cost. So yun nga lang, ang disadvantage niya is electrically driven yung mechanical compressors. So yung mga conventional chilling plants yun, no? So they are equipped with electrically driven mechanical compressors. So such plants show obvious disadvantages as they generate additional energy costs, increased maintenance of rotating components, and therefore high investment for operation. But in steam jet, uh, as I have said, it does not require any rotating and moving components. So it is environmental friendly alternative at reasonable cost with traditional chilling plants. So if sufficient motive steam is available, the advantages of courting plants are convincing. So so we have in these chilling plants, steam jet chilling plants, we have high efficiency for interprocess and the same time good chilling performance available. So with regards to flash evaporation, so this chilling plant uses flash evaporation. So in flash evaporation, the liquid to be chilled is being passed through a flash evaporator. So the pressure in the evaporator is below the steam pressure of the liquid. As a result, the flash evaporation process, as a result of the flash evaporation process, part of the liquid evaporates or the flash steam. So evaporation heat is deducted from heat capacity of the liquid. So this causes the liquid to cool down to the boiling point of respective evaporation pressure. So the application is only limited by freezing point of the liquid to be cooled. Meron ba tayong ano dito? So ito yung kanyang components. So we have evaporator, steam jet ejector, and condenser. Ito yung major components. So I think in this photo, so this is if- ito yung steam jet ejector. So as you can see here. Yan. Then ito yung flash evaporator. This is the flash evaporator. So here, uh, the liquid to be chilled is being passed through here in the flash evaporator. So the pressure in the evaporator is below the steam pressure of the liquid. So as the result of the flash evaporation process, part of the liquid evaporates. So it is what we call the flash steam. And then the heat is deducted from the heat capacity of the liquid. This causes the liquid to cool down to the boiling point of respective evaporation pressure. So yun yung reason why that's the reason why uh, the liquid cools down to the boiling point because part of the liquid evaporates as flash steam. Okay. So using the resulting flash steam will be sucked off by a steam jet ejector. Yeah, this one is the steam jet ejector. And then compress and finally condense in a downstream condenser. So this is the condenser. So after the steam jet ejector, it will be compressed and in a condenser. Okay. So yeah, later we will have a more detailed discussion on how refrigerant or the water flows on each components. Okay. So yeah, as I have said, these are the advantages. So basically, no rotating and moving components. We do not have any pumps here. So because yeah, we do not have any rotating and moving components. Simple and good handling, even with large volume flows and chilling performances. Environmental friendly, as no special refrigerants are required. So water serves as the refrigerant. Summertime peak load can be covered by difference in demand of heating steam between summer and winter. High operational safety, low maintenance, simple setup, and easy handling. Long service life. Corrosive media can be dealt with flexibility. And electrical energy feed is necessary. Is not necessary except for transporting chilled water and cooling water. And yun yung advantages nung steam jet. Hello, sorry, yun. Going back, so yeah, these are the advantages of steam jet refrigeration cycle. A steam jet refrigeration system, this is specifically for this package, this Coiting steam jet vacuum ejectors or liquid. Para yan dito sa Coiting na package, yung advantages nitong na nakalagay dito. So, yeah. So these are the components. So evaporator, steam jet ejector, and condenser. So these are the three major components of uh, steam jet refrigeration system. So let's discuss the concept how the steam jet refrigeration system works. So in steam jet refrigeration systems, water can be used as refrigerant. So like air, it is perfectly safe. So these systems were applied successfully to refrigeration in early years of this century at low temperatures at saturation pressures. At low temperatures, the saturation pressures are low and specific volume are high. So any idea, do you have any idea how water can be used as refrigerant? So one of the characteristic of refrigerant is that it has a low boiling point. So if we lower the boiling point of water, so it will evaporate even at 100 degrees. So because as we all know, the evaporation temperature of water is 100 degrees Celsius. So if we lower that uh, the pressure, sorry, if we lower the pressure of the water, so it may evaporate at a temperature below 100 degrees. So that's the concept of steam jet refrigeration system. So these systems were applied uh, by lowering the saturation pressure of the water or the boiling point of water. Okay. So how can we lower the boiling point of water or the saturation pressure of water? So part of the steam jet refrigeration system components are the flash chamber. So everything happens on that chamber. So let we will discuss that later. Okay, so the temperature that can be attained using water as a refrigerant are not low enough for most refrigeration applications, but are in the range which may satisfy air conditioning, cooling, or chilling requirements. Actually, we seldom use this steam jet refrigeration. It has a special applications. So this is not commonly used in industrial systems, but there are specific applications of steam jet refrigeration system. Since, as I have mentioned, the temperatures that can be attained using water as a refrigerant are not low enough for most refrigeration applications, but are in the range which may satisfy air conditioning, cooling, or chilling requirements. So also, these systems are used in some chemical industries for several processes. For example, removal of paraffin wax from lubricating oils. So yeah, that's one example of the application of the steam jet refrigeration system. So note that steam jet refrigeration system are not used when temperatures below 5 are required. So yeah, if below 5 degrees, we cannot use steam jet refrigeration system. We will use other refrigerant than water if we require 5 degrees below. So the main advantages of this system are the utilization of mostly low-grade energy and relatively small amount of shaft work. So steam jet refrigeration system use steam jet ejectors to reduce the pressure in the tank containing in the return water from a chilled water system. So the steam jet ejector utilizes the energy of a fast-moving jet of a steam to capture the flash tank vapor and compress it. Flashing a portion of water in the tank reduces the liquid temperature. So this is our steam jet refrigeration system diagram. So this presents a schematic arrangement of steam jet refrigeration system for water cooling. So in the system shown, high pressure steam expands while flowing through a nozzle 1. So this is nozzle 1. So there is a high pressure here. So this is our steam nozzle. Yan. So this large area here, this large uh, enclosed equipment here is the steam jet ejector. So as you can see here, there is a high pressure steam. So ito pala yung steam ejector, itong yung pinapasukan ng high pressure steam na nozzle. So this is the steam ejector. So high pressure steam enters this steam ejector. As you can see, there is a sudden decrease in diameter. So the tendency here is very high. The pressure will be higher because the fluid, the water, or the high pressure steam will be compressed here. Okay. So the tendency after compressing the high pressure steam, there is a very high pressure. And then suddenly, after after entering this nozzle, so it will expand here because as you can see, the diameter increases. So there will be an expansion. So what will happen if there will be an expansion here? What will happen to the pressure? So there will be a sudden pressure drop. So this expansion causes the pressure drop. So if the pressure is if the pressure decrease, so in the liquid here in the flash tank will evaporate at a low pressure because of expansion. So for example, as I have said, if the water evaporates at 100 degrees at its saturation pressure. So if there is a sudden a decrease in pressure, so the boiling point of water will be also be lowered. So because of the pressure drop here. So owing to the high velocity, so flash vapor, so what we the vapor that evaporates here because of the low boiling point, because due to the pressure drop here, so that is what we call the flash steam. So flash vapor from the tank 2, this is the flash tank, is drawn swiftly moving steam and mixture enters the diffuser 3. So papasok sila dito sa diffuser. Yan. So yung nag-evaporate na yung nag-evaporate na steam, so it will enter the diffuser 3. So the velocity is gradually reduced in the diffuser. So yeah. So mababa na yung velocity ng steam dito sa diffuser. But the pressure of the steam at the condenser 4 is increased 5 to 10 times more than that at the entrance of the diffuser. So because there is also a bottleneck here, the pressure is also the pressure will increase again. So for example, so the velocity is gradually reduced in the diffuser, but the pressure of the steam of the condenser is increased 5 to 10 times more than that of the entrance of the diffuser from, let's say, 0.01 to 0.7 bar. Okay. So after the diffuser, yeah, we have the condenser. So condensed water will flow here at the condenser. Then the water will be pumped, the condensate will be pumped to the boiler here, producing a high pressure steam again. And then, yeah, there is a heat transfer here happening at the condenser. So we have cooling water entering the condenser to cool down the steam coming here from the diffuser. So it will condense, and then the water will be pumped again to the boiler. So then the boiler will produce a high pressure steam, and then yeah, the cycle goes on. So sometimes the amount of water is lessened or reduced. So that's why we have a makeup water here. We add makeup water from external sources. So to maintain the correct amount of or the required amount of water in the flash tank. So we add makeup water here. Okay. So that's the concept of steam jet refrigeration system. So because of expansion here at the steam jet ejector, so there is a sudden pressure drop, and then if there's a sudden pressure drop, the boiling point of water decreases. So it will evaporate at below 100 degrees Celsius. And then this flash steam goes to diffuser, and then before it goes to condenser. So at condenser, the there is a There is a heat transfer happening at condenser where cooling water serves as the cooling medium and then producing a condensate that will be used again in the boiler to produce a high pressure steam. So by the way, refrigeration happens at the flash tank wherein we are producing a chiller water here at this flash tank. So this is the refrigerant that we use in to cool down a a system. So we use the chilled water. Chilled water. Chilled water is produced here at the flash tank. So, so as we all know, chilled water has a very low boiling point compared to the original water. So there is a low boiling point, and that's what we use as refrigerant here. So we have a cooling load here. Yeah. So this pressure in the condenser corresponds, let's say 40 degrees, corresponds to 40 degrees. So this means that the mixture of high pressure steam and flash vapor may be liquefied in the condenser. So the latent heat of condensation is transferred to condenser water, which may be at 25 degrees Celsius. So the condensate is at 5, is pumped back to the boiler, which it may be again vaporized at high pressure. So yun nga, yung kaninang sinabi ko. So the evaporation of a relatively small amount of water in the flash tank or flash cooler reduces the temperature of the main body of water. The cold water is then pumped as refrigeration carrier to the cooling load heat exchanger. So if the vapor here, small amount of water vapor evaporates in this flash tank, it reduces the temperature of the main body of water. So the cold water, or what we call the chilled water, is then pumped as as the refrigeration carrier to the cooling load exchanger. So refrigeration happens here at the cooling load exchanger. Okay, so did you understand the concept of steam jet refrigeration system? Let's check some other. I'll try to find some clips about steam jet. So for additional references, wait. already discussed during your thermodynamics 2, yung steam jet. Tama ba? Thermo 2. Okay, so let's check if you have understand the concept of steam jet refrigeration system. So what is our objective here at the flash tank? To any volunteer? So what do you think is our objective here at the flash tank? So as we all know, flash tank stored the liquid or the water here. So yes, Albert.
Ano po, to separate steam and condensate.
Yes, that's one of the purpose. So yeah, that's correct. And another purpose here is of the flash tank is that yeah, in order to separate that, how do we separate that by the way?
Ano po, reducing pressure of high pressure condensate.
And how do we reduce the pressure? So we will reduce the pressure through this steam jet ejector. So when the high pressure steam uh, enters this steam jet ejector, so it will expands. It will expand, so causing a pressure drop. So that pressure drop causes uh, the boiling point of the water to be lower than its saturation pressure. So it will evaporate. Yun yung purpose ng ating isa sa purpose ng flash tank. No? So yun nga, paghiwalayin yung to separate the steam from the flash steam to the water. So we will also produce a chilled water here at the flash tank. So this chilled water will be used as our refrigerant. So that's the concept of steam jet refrigeration system. So I think we can now solve some sample problems here. So let's start. A steam jet pump maintains the temperature of 5 degrees Celsius in the evaporator. So the cold water leaves at the same temperature and warms to 10 degrees Celsius as it does its refrigerating functions, absorbing heat load. Makeup water is available at 21 degrees Celsius and there are required 1.27 kilogram of nasal steam per kilogram of vapor removed from evaporator per 175 kilowatt rated capacity. Compute the volume of vapor handled, B the quantity of steam needed, and C the chilled water. The quantity of chilled water. Hmm. So we have here, going back, so meron tayong steam jet pump dito. Ito yun. Yan, steam jet pump. So sabi dito sa problem, so a steam jet pump maintains the temperature of 5 degrees Celsius in the evaporator. So the temperature here is 5 degrees Celsius. So this is the chilled water coming from the flash tank. So and the temperature is 5 degrees Celsius. So the cold water leaves at the same temperature and warms to 10 degrees. So after absorbing the heat load, so from 5 degrees, the temperature now of the water is 10 degrees after absorbing the heat load here. So the cold water leaves at the temperature and warms to 10 degrees as it does in its refrigerating function upon absorbing heat load. So makeup water is available at 21 degrees. So we have a makeup water which is available at 21 degrees. So yeah, this is the purpose of the makeup water is to maintain the volume of the required volume here at the flash tank. So that's the purpose of makeup water. So because as the process continues, so there are some losses of water here. So we have to maintain the correct level. So there are some valves here. Also, there is a control valve here pala in this regulates the correct amount or the right amount of steam. So we have a control valve here and in the flash tank as well. And then so makeup water is available at 21 degrees Celsius and there are required 1.27 kilogram of nasal steam per kilogram of vapor removed from the evaporator per 175 kilowatt plant capacity. So we have an information about the makeup water temperature and the specific volume of uh, steam per kilogram to remove of water vapor removed from evaporator. So yeah, we have a mass flow rate of makeup water. Ay, makeup water ba to? No, 1.27 kilogram of water vapor removed from evaporator. So this 1.27 is our mass flow rate of refrigerant, which is water. And then we have 175 refrigerating effect, 175 kilowatt plant rated capacity. compute the volume handled and the quantity of steam needed and the quantity of chilled water. So that's our objective. So this is our diagram. Okay. So this is our flash tank. So we have make up water at 21 degrees. So it will start here. So nandito yung start sa 1. So we have yung ating refrigerant, which is water, which is chilled water from this flash tank will be pumped here at our cold area. So the chilled water at 5 degrees will absorb the heat at our cold area. So and then after absorbing heat, it will be increased to 10 degrees from 5 degrees Celsius, and then it will be recycled back to the flash tank. So we have a water sprays here, which also lowers the temperature. So para siyang mist. So pag if the vapor here is flashed using water sprays, is flashed here with the use of water sprays, so the temperature will also be lowered. Yeah, and then adding the pressure drop here, we can again produce a 5 degrees Celsius chilled water. Okay, so we have first uh, point one, point two is here point one is here that at the entrance of the cold area, and then exit is at point two. Point three is here at the diffuser. Point four is here at the makeup water. So yeah, and yeah, so we have different sets of enthalpies. So H1 is HF at 5 degrees. So we have a saturated liquid here at 5 degrees. H2 is HF at 10 degrees. So they are both uh, liquid state, saturated liquid. Yung H3 natin is, yeah, it's a saturated vapor. So because of evaporation here, so it's saturated vapor. And then H4 is saturated liquid again. So nagkakaroon lang tayo, just have a saturated vapor here at point 3. So during evaporation of water at the flash tank. And then H4 here at makeup water. So solution, so the energy balance, sorry nilagay ko na yung solution dito. So para hindi na mag-consume ng time, pero yeah, you can always solve on your own. We have so many examples later. So the energy balance about the whole system neglecting pump work. So here pump work is neglected at first. So we have energy balance at the whole system. So energy coming in is at the flash tank. Let's consider the flash tank. So we have H4 mas flow rate ng makeup water, and then plus refrigerating effect na 175 equals yung coming out of the system, which is during evaporation at point 3. So this is our and energy balance. M, mass flow rate ng steam, H4 plus 175 equals yung refrigerating effect natin yun equals yung mass flow rate times yung lumalabas ng flash tank. So enthalpy is H3. So we can now compute for the mass flow rate ng ating refrigerant, no? So which is 175. So same lang nung ginagawa natin before, refrigerating effect over yung enthalpy natin ng H3 minus H4. So we have 0.72 kilogram of water vapor. So from this amount of water vapor, we can now compute for the volume of vapor removed from evaporator. So how can we compute for that? So volume of vapor removed from the evaporator is equal to the mass flow rate of our refrigerant times our volume. Given ba tong 147.2 sa problem? Saan galing yung 147.2? V3. So can you please check saan galing yung 147.2? Yung V3 natin. Yun yung volume na itong VGF is the volume of vapor removed from the evaporator. So we have a mass flow rate ng ating vapor multiplied by V3. So do you have any idea saan galing yung 147.2? Specific volume ng water at paki-double check ng specific volume ng water sa table. Meron ba kayong table ng water? Paki-double check nga nung value na 'to kung tama. So meter cube per kilogram siya. So paki-double check ang temperature at 5 degrees and then corresponding double check niyo kung yung corresponding na specific volume ay 147.2. May table ba tayo ng thermophysical properties ng water? Check lang natin. Check ko lang ha. Okay. Pwede nyo pa-interpolate nito. Ito yung water properties at saturated vapor. So, between 157.3 and 137.8, ano yung ating vapor at 5 degrees? Paki-interpolate nga kung tama, kung 147. Wala lang akong calculator. So the value is 157.3 and 137.8. So what is the value at 5 degrees Celsius?
147.55.
So yeah, I think this is the value. So medyo nagkaroon lang ng ano ng discrepancy sa decimal. So because the reference may be old. So but this is from the water properties. So we will have the volume of vapor removed from the evaporator of 10.63 meter cube per second. So the mass flow rate of nozzle steam is the next question is mass flow rate of nozzle steam. So we have given the 1.27 kilogram of nozzle steam. So ano ba yung 1.27? So I think this is from the problem. Yeah, this. So there are required 1.27 kilogram of nozzle steam per kilogram of vapor removed from the evaporator. So the evaporator is here and the amount, the required na amount is 1.27 kilogram. So ito yung nire-remove niya na amount no, sa evaporator. Amount of water vapor removed from the evaporator. Okay, so we have, ang hinahanap is B, quantity of steam needed. Quantity of steam needed. So we have given 1.27 kilogram of steam times kilogram of vapor multiplied by the mass flow rate ng steam kanina, yung na-compute natin. So which is in kilogram per second. So we will get the mass flow rate of nozzle steam of 0.0917 kilogram per second. So ang kailangan kasi natin na ay mass flow rate. So ang given lang ay kilogram lang ng steam per kilogram of vapor. So yun, kaya kailangan natin makuha yung mass flow rate ng nozzle steam. So, and then, okay na tayo. And then C is quantity of chilled water. So paano makukuha yung quantity ng chilled water? So mag-aano tayo, ma-mass balance ulit or energy balance pala, sorry. So mag-e-energy balance ulit tayo dun sa part ng merong makeup water. Ito yung makeup water 'no. So dito. So yung pumapasok is hmm, mass of water each one, mass of water each ito pala yung lumalabas. Mass flow rate of water each one plus 175 na refrigerating effect equals mass of water each two. So dito. So para malaman natin kung gaano kadami yung makeup water na kailangan. So we have mass of water equals 175 refrigerating effect over H1 minus H2. So yun lang, H1 minus H2. So ang kailangan natin na makeup water is 8.32 kilogram per second. So yun lang, energy balance lang to solve for the mass flow rates. Questions? May question kayo? Okay, so next one. So halos same lang siya nung example 1. So a vacuum refrigeration system consists of large insulated flush chamber uh, keep at low pressure by steam ejector which pumps vapor to condenser. So condensate is removed by a condensate pump and in an air ejector discharges air from condensate to air vent. So warm return water enters the flush chamber, has a quality of 0.97 and the temperature of the condenser is 32 degrees Celsius for 350 kilowatt of refrigeration. So how much chilled water at 5 degrees does this system provide? How much makeup water is needed? And how much vapor must the steam ejector remove from flush chamber? Vacuum refrigeration system consists of large insulated flush chamber. So ito din yung ating diagram. Same lang. Yung ginamit natin kanina sa previous problem. And then vacuum refrigeration system consists of large insulation. So the low pressure is kept by a steam ejector which pumps vapor to the condenser. So yun, may steam ejector tayo, it pumps the vapor to the condenser. So the vapor coming here, from here, in the flash tank, is pumped to the condenser. And an air ejector discharges air from condensate to air vent. So meron siyang air ejector. Ibig sabihin may air dito. Okay. So yung ating condenser, ang ginagamit niya medium of cooling ay air instead na water. Tama ba? So I think, yeah. So warm return water enters the flash chamber has a quality of 0.97. So sa flash chamber daw may pumapasok galing dito sabihin, mataas yung amount ng vapor and the temperature in the condenser is 32 degrees Celsius. So for 350 kilowatt of refrigeration, how much chilled water at 5 degrees does this system provide and how much makeup water is needed? How much vapor must the steam ejector remove from the flash chamber? So unahin natin yung how much chilled water at 5 degrees Celsius does this system provide? So when we are asked about how much chilled water, so we are referring to the mass flow rate of chilled water. So in order to calculate for the mass flow rate, we will perform energy balance on the flash tank. But first, we have to identify the different properties or enthalpies on this system. So we calculate for the enthalpies. So H1, I'm gonna copy this para may diagram tayo. By the way, ibibigay na namin yung steam table sa during exam. Ay, wait lang. Nabigay ko na ba yung have I provided you the result of your midterm? Have I returned your paper? Okay. Sorry. Next face to face. Do we have face to face class next week? Okay, sige. Bigay ko na lang doon sa face to face natin. So yeah, during your exam, the steam table will be provided. So from the steam table, the enthalpy of water at different points are H1 equals HF at 5 degrees. And then H2 is HF at 13. So this is 13. Uh, may sinabi bang 13 sa problem? Anyway, so yeah, 13. 13 instead of 10. Yeah, 13. So H2 equals HF at 13 degrees, H3 equals HF at HFG. So given ang quality, H3. So we have HF at 5 is 20.98 plus X HFG. So you have to check the value of HFG at steam table. So yun, but here it's already provided 2489.6. So we have H3. So H3 is HF3 plus XHFG. So we have 20.98 plus 0.97 na quality given siya. And then, ito yung kukunin nyo sa steam table. And then, we have 2435.9 kilojoule per kilogram. So that's H3. And then V3 equals VG at 5. So we have, yun, yung value kanina, 147. Multiply nyo lang ng quality. So we have 142.7 meter cube per kilogram. So H4 equals HF at 32. Hmm, wala tayong schematic nitong ano. Wait lang, hahanap ako ng schematic. Okay. Sige, later. Ito na lang muna yung gamitin natin na schematic. So imagine nyo na lang na 5 degrees Celsius yung sa condenser. Ay, 32, sorry. Imagine nyo lang 32 degrees yung sa condenser. Hmm. So H4 is HF at 32, which is 134.15 kilojoules per kilogram. So energy balance at cold area. So this is the cold area. Cold area. So mass flow rate of water H1 plus yun yung pumapasok plus yung refrigerating effect na 350 versus dun sa lumalabas na at 13 degrees. So we have uh, we can calculate now the mass flow rate of water here at cold area. So is equivalent to 350 over H1 minus H2. So we have 54.6 minus 20.98. So we have 10.41 kilogram per second. So ito yung mass flow rate nung cold water natin na dumadaan dito sa cold area na to. Or yung chilled water na dumadaan dito sa cold area. So ito yun, 10.41. So energy balance about the whole system neglecting pump work. So we have buong system na to. So energy coming in is so we have mass flow rate nung steam times H4. So condenser ito, H4. HF at 32 which is 134.15 plus yung ating refrigerating effect equals mass flow rate ng ating steam H3. So H3 yung lumalabas ng flush tank. So disregard nyo tong makeup water. Walang sinabi na makeup water. Ay, sorry. So wala lang tayong corresponding na diagram para dito. Yan, para hindi kayo malito. So yun, sa buong system, in the whole system, we have mass flow rate of steam multiplied by H4. H4 is at the condenser plus refrigerating effect 350 kilowatt. And then mass flow rate of steam times H3. So this is the H3 is at steam ejector, a diffuser, sorry. Yeah. And then Yeah, 350 over H3 minus H4 is 0.1521 kilogram of vapor per second. So the vapor removed equals the makeup water. May makeup water pala. Okay. So yun, masosolve pala natin yung makeup water. So, masosolve natin yung makeup water using the quantity of the vapor removed. So, yung nawalang amount ng vapor, yun yung ating kailangan para sa makeup water. So, yun pala yung hinahanap natin sa problem. How much water vapor must the steam ejector remove from the flash chamber? Okay. So, how much makeup water is needed? So, kailangan pala natin siyang i-calculate. So, yung nakuha na natin yung amount of vapor removed, which is 0.1521 kilogram per second. So, yun yung amount ng makeup water. Multiply lang natin ng ating specific volume at 5 degrees. So, we have 21.7 meter cube per second. Ito yung makeup water. So, yun yung makeup water, yun yung kailangan natin para ma-maintain yung right amount of water here at the flash chamber. So, ibig sabihin, so it means that the removed water vapor here will be the quantity of the makeup water. So, kung ano yung na-remove, yun yung makeup water natin. So, in this case, the remove amount is 0.1521 kilogram per second. So, by energy balance, we get this value. So, this is yeah, so this is just by energy balance in the whole system itself. So we are given the refrigerating effect, which is 350 plus the amount of uh, the enthalpy at the condenser side and the corresponding mass flow rate of steam, and the enthalpy here at the flash chamber at 0.3. So dito yung enthalpy ng nag-evaporate na ating water na nag-evaporate, so H3, and corresponding mass flow rate. So, the mass flow rate here, and here is equal. So, that is the mass flow rate of the vapor that we required to cool the area. So, it's equivalent to 0.1521. And then this is also the amount of makeup water that is required. So it's now equal, i-multiply lang natin, we'll just have to multiply it by the specific volume using our enthalpy table. So we have a steam table. So we have 142.7. So we can now get the 21.7 cubic meter of makeup water. So please disregard na lang this temperature. So hindi naman siya provided. Hindi natin nagamit yung temperature ng yan, makeup water. Okay, question. Do you have any question? Question? Walang question? Have you started your uh, technical paper? So all of you already have the topic for your technical paper? Okay, so let's continue again our discussion next meeting. Thank you. If you do not have any question, you may proceed now with working on your technical report. Thank you. Ay, by the way, let's have some attendance pala before I forget. Can you open your camera, please?